Good morning, tribe. This is Karen with Beneath the Veil Astrology, coming to you this morning to just kind of have have a view together of the energy that's going on after this new moon in Aquarius. I don't know about you, but I was feeling very deep in the morning, like had to really face probably will still be doing it, but it's interesting because I'm focused here. Yesterday the feeling was, because if you see here, actually it's a very positive connection from the sun, I think the moon as well, but yesterday it was definitely the moon as well in the morning, and there were like just that connection of emotionality and identity, Aquarius, which was interesting because it was both 4 degrees, and Aquarius represents 4 degrees. It's the number 4. And all this was aspecting Chiron here in Aries. And Aries actually rules our identity. It's the space of the I am. So we're all in this reflection of who am I now as things have changed? Who am I? And what is it that I want now? And I think the hardest part about it was, and still is, as we're still processing, obviously, is that we have to face the truth about what we believe about who we are and what we deserve and where we desire to be, and do we believe inside that we're deserving, or do we believe in ourselves enough to be able to get there? And I think that is something that it's really good to face right now. And I want to attribute this because I had been seeing it. I watched this Messiah on Netflix, and then there was a part where it said, you become what you believe you are, and that your life shows up in where you believe it to be. And I reflected that for a while, and I was thinking, wow, not just what your mind with Mercury there, not just with what your mind is like. You know how our minds will sometimes say, I believe this, because we're trying to get there, or we've been saying it for a while and we want that and we desire that, and there's nothing wrong with it. But the fact that I feel this timing is so important for us, and I think we're going to get something super positive from it. It is a positive aspect, although it doesn't feel great because of this Uranus here aspecting it, like, whoa, like, and it's Aquarius's ruler, so it's like really having us deep, and as far as reflecting who we are and all of that. So the place that I noticed yesterday for myself in my ceremony, my new moon ceremony, was to really reflect on what I really believe, and so I had to kind of take a step in. And when I did that, I realized that there's a part of me that still doesn't believe, and part of that is from me, not fully engaging with what my desire is, right? So it's interesting, and it's a shadow there that we have to kind of look. And all of us probably have a little bit of where we don't believe and we think we believe. So it's really a good time to actually reflect that. And also just really taking, because this is future stuff. This is future. Like, now that I know this, now that I've looked at this reality and I faced it, now I'm able to create something beautiful and valuable with who I become. In the healed version, in the we've released so much in here. So now we're in that phase of the new and releasing. So we're becoming new. And we're reflecting all of what we went through and loss and things like that. But it was meant to be released. So it makes our identity feel a little, who am I now? You know, we're questioning that. And that's actually really healthy. If you're not doing that, I suggest take time to do it. This is the time to do that. So now that we have, you know, we have Mars here in Sagittarius, aspecting Neptune and Venus. This is higher knowledge, our visions, our desires, what we're envisioning for our life, our stories. And here is, you know, our heart. So it's like, and our heart is aspecting Jupiter. What do we really want? And how can we really imagine a new story and start to look at this here, this green, this sort of finger. Wherever you see these green dots, it's like the finger of God. All of this yuckiness that we had to go through and face and release, could it be because I had to see this and now I'm able to sling myself forward, this North Node in Aquarius, in a space and a new story of it. And also with this positive aspect here, right in between on Neptune, imagine, and also this positive aspect from Uranus, this download of sudden energy, this genius planet, forward-thinking planet. Who am I? And I am, what I'm really clear on with this finger of God, I am who I work towards being and creating. And with all the reflection here that we're doing based on our identity is all needed. And it wouldn't be the same as you're moving forward if you go into 5 years from now of who you've built yourself to be or you've become. If you hadn't stopped here in this time, right now, it's so important as we're entering this Aquarius age that we really understand that we are becoming new. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, like with the virus that's coming up and all these scares. And I just want, obviously, to send beautiful energy out there, but also to just remember that where your thoughts are and where you're basing and what your desire is and who you stand for. For example, some of us stand for, I want to be the balance that the world needs. That's who I want to be. Or I want to be the light that humanity needs, or I just want to survive, or whatever that is, you know, our energy, and our energy makes a difference in the world. And how we respond to those kinds of things and how we respond in every way is what actually is the paint that you're kind of painting your life with. So take time. We're still in this moon in Aquarius. And if we wouldn't have gotten to that place, we wouldn't have sort of been able to get this clarity on how we can actually change now and come into who more aligned in who we really desire, and add our beliefs to that by taking the steps that it takes to actually become that. Like if it's I'm eating a perfect diet and I feel aligned, or if I'm meditating every day for 10 minutes and I start to live my rest of my, sometimes meditation in the morning can completely change your whole day. So I always recommend people to do that. And I do that a lot, but sometimes I miss. And, with work and everything. So, I'm back to that now as well. And I really suggest it because it changes your whole day. So now take this chance, this finger of God, this opportunity that when the finger of God's there, to me, it feels like it's really something beautiful. And we have an opportunity based off of what the clarity is we just saw about our identity to create, might not have felt good with this challenging aspect, but it is going to be good because you see this positive aspect here in our identity in Aries with Chiron, the wounded healer. So interesting today how this Mercury is aspecting Mars and how we go about and how we're speaking about what we need to do and build for this new story. I have a really good feeling about the way that if we can really tune in to when we take action towards becoming what we want. Like, for example, if you have this feeling like, I really want others to see me and see light, or I want to be treated with value, or I want to be treated only kindly. That, how you're treating yourself is how others will treat you and how your life will show up. So it's just really a raw look right now at ourselves and treating ourselves the way that we want to be treated. And back to this here, there's something in the energy here that feels like this is a true opportunity to build something beautiful with this beautiful aspect too from Neptune and Pisces and Venus and Pisces. This is beautiful here. Lilith is here too, so it means like, what do we really want? Our true heart's desires. And Neptune is there, it gives us the ability to build something and imagine something and create something really beautiful. And Cancer is the sign that this is the North Node right now at 8 degrees, and we had all these 4s and 2s here adding to 4. There's just a real solid, I feel like this 8 is a balance. This will balance the feminine, ourselves, and the earth. So take the time to reflect, and I hope you all have a wonderful, it's a really good time to journal as well. So try that, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and week, and I will do my best to continue every Saturday, bring you these little short astrology, just my input on the energy. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Blessings.